Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Destruction Only. So, just a quick recap. Last episode, we finally managed to beat Equilibrium. I'm still really in shock about that. But thanks to the good luck of getting Arlen's Light Cone and E4 Trailblazer, we managed to beat Equilibrium Part 1. We are no longer soft locked, which is amazing to see. But still, it is just us and a hook. We do not even have a pull. I was going to say we do have one pull. We don't. But our pity is not looking too bad. But before we continue with the story, Pom Pom sent me a message. And Pom Pom wants me to do something really important. And we also do need to see Pom Pom anyway, because we have some level rewards to claim. But first, I think we all know what's going on here. We are going to be seeing our good friend, the Memo Keeper again. I can't wait to start doing the Memory of Chaos. Is Pumpcom gonna let me... Yes, claim our Trailblazer level. So, as we know from last episode, we overcapped level 20 by quite a lot just from the grinding we've been doing. So, we are now at level 28, which is very, very high. But let's claim all of our nice, juicy rewards from Pom Pom. A lot of Stellar Jade there too. Do we have enough to do a pull? We have enough to do 2 pulls. Are we gonna get lucky at the start of this episode for Finon? Come on, Finon. Nah, no luck. We're getting there though. We are definitely getting there. So, nothing very exciting there, but let's go and see our good friend, the Memo Keeper. Because I know she gives us quite a lot, and it's also a part of our book to complete the first stage of, I think the first half's called the Forgotten Hall. And another good thing we can get from this Memo Keeper is we can also start crafting weapons. And it'll be the same once we go and see Herda as well. We can start crafting destruction weapons, so we're not just stuck with our 3 stars. But here we are entering the Forgotten Hall. Can we do stage 1? I hope it's not too difficult. Okay, so they've got a physical weakness, so I think we should be okay. But let's go in with Hook and go. We hit him this time. Unlike the last time, he like dodged Hook about 3 times. It was actually kind of insane. But let's see how easy this is with our newly leveled up characters. We should be doing bits now. We should be doing loads of damage. Trailblazer gets her ult. Let's pop that and do a blast attack. 2,400 damage is absolutely insane on Trailblazer. That is amazing damage. Although we could be doing with living a bit longer, but it's fine. Let's go in with Hook, kill. We're gonna have to basic with Hook, and I'm also going to basic with Trailblazer. Just because we can get her ult up. I'm pressing the wrong one. I've just pressed 1 instead of 2 and nearly killed us. And then we can blast. This might be a bit trickier now because I think we're losing Trail. 1 HP! And we don't even have Casterus with us. We are living on 1 HP. Come on, Hook. Let's do our blast attack. I don't think we're making this. Oh, no, I don't think we're making this. Okay. So we still cannot do Forgotten Hall. Bit of a killer, but it's okay. I think we're also soft locked here. This is not great. We are like continually getting soft locked. What is with this luck? I don't think there's much we can do really to progress. I think it's just luck. I'm gonna run this a couple of times and see how we get on, and I shall be back to let you know how our luck goes. I was just away to press not record there to like unpause the recording, but he took bleed damage, so we won. 3rd time it took us 3 times to beat that fight, which is kind of sad. I'm scared for when Argenti arrives as well, because I know it's quite a while from now, but Argenti, I remember when he first came out as a boss on the Express, even on my main account, I struggled with him. I had taken a break for a while, so I wasn't that good at the game, but like, I still really struggled with Argenti, so I'm scared to see these further bosses. I've never done an only account before, so having all of this is still very new. Like, it's very tempting to just go and pick up another character, like a sustain especially. But here we are. We have another 4-star light cone that is not on the correct path. Look at all of these. We have 1 remembrance, we're looking at an abundance, multiple preservations, multiple harmonies, erudition, and 4, 5, 6 hunt light cones. That is insane. We are not getting lucky with destruction, but we currently do have the 1 destruction light cone.
Anything?
So cover up for the messenger.
Yeah, this actually.
And here
Don't
we
worry.
are. So now we finally do have the memory of chaos. The whole goal of this account, I probably should have said earlier on,
Thank you.
is to complete endgame. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to sit and just complete endgame. Can we... I think it's going to be a push to do this one, especially because it's not got the weaknesses we need. But that's another 200 pulls. 200 pulls? 200 jade for Finon. I wish we had 200 pulls. That would have made our lives so much easier. But that's another 200 jade for Finon. So we are definitely getting there. We're doing really, really well. Ooh, wait, is the store open now? I didn't check this. The store is open. So what kind of destruction ones do they have? I don't know which one's which, I'll be honest. I think it's this one. Increase bearer's attack, DOT. That's harmony, abundance, hunt, destruction. Here we go. During one attack, HP, blah, 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 blah. So there is 2 of them. I didn't really read them, as you can see, but do you know what? A 4-star is a 4-star. I am not complaining. So we need to enhance 4 characters to level 40 and 4 light cones. So we might as well just do that now. Let's do March, because March is our good luck token. So let's get March to level 40.
Even more awesome than yesterday,
And enhance, which is there. And we'll also do Dan Hung. I feel like they're our friends on the Express. We'll at least give them the opportunity to be somewhat stronger than everybody else.
Requires updating, so I must keep evolving.
And let's go into weapons. We'll just enhance this one. We'll just enhance 2 hunt ones. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Enhance. And 40. I don't know if you even have to level it to 40. I'm just going to do it to be safe. And I am not giving you any of my destruction stuff. You want any of that, you can be a destruction light cone. Yeah, it's going to force me to do it if we click auto. That is kind of a killer. Right. Into there. But yeah, I think we're going to level this up. I'm going to do some story as well, just to get us caught up, and I shall do as I always do, and I will be back once something interesting or important happens. So, skipping through about 5 minutes from the last take. Serval knows Dun. Dun doesn't believe her, yada yada yada. We all know what happened. So let's fight Dun. I think our team is good enough. I think we're very reliant on enemies having... okay, never mind. I stand corrected. I don't know how reliant I am, how confident I am now. But we are very reliant on enemies having physical or fire weakness at the minute. I feel like that's all we have to win a fight. As we've seen in previous episodes, and even this episode, if it isn't like that, we are really gonna struggle. And Hook is kind of like a break DPS at the minute. Which is kind of insane to think about, that we're using Hook. Imagine if we could do Super Break Hook. It's kind of a thought, you know. I'd love to use Super Break Hook. So now we've pissed them all off. Are we actually gonna have to fight them? Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Who goes there?
The fact you can't see me through this corner is kind of insane. No! Oh, we're gonna have to fight them. That is annoying. But it's fine. It's not like they're difficult. It's just more of an annoyance, isn't it? But soon enough, we will be fighting Japard. So I hope, I don't even know what his weakness is. I just know he was really easy at the start, and I just hope that he continues to be easy. Because if not, we're kind of screwed. I am really worried about that. But let's see. Let's go in and grab that. I'm not listening to them yap. This whole area, I feel, is just very long. Like, just time-wise. It just takes forever because you have to sit and let things happen. You know, like, stand, press the button, turn it, press the button, turn it, walk, fight, press the button. You know what I mean? It feels very, it's like the start of Amporius. It feels very repetitive and just kind of like yappy and boring and slow. And I have ADHD. I don't like slow games. They take forever. Although Trailblazer just knocked that one out within seconds. Did you see that? That's kind of mental. I think this big guy should be fine. I think Hook can take it. But let's Q in 1. Every time I was doing the Forgotten Hall last episode, I kept pressing 1 for Trailblazer, but Trailblazer was in 2nd place, and it actually lost me a fight. One of the attempts I was doing, it actually lost me the fight because I had pressed 1 instead of 2, which was I was supposed to press, and I could have won it if I'd hit my ultimate on time, but I just missed it. And I honestly could have rage quit there and then, but thankfully it was the turn after. It was okay. Yeah, this is the bit that takes a while. You have to like sit and turn it, but here we just skip that. Do you think that's gonna, do you think if we skip all of them it'll work? I hope so. Heal, here is Japard.
Serval.
Yappa yappa yappa, let's fight. Shut up, Japard. That makes me look like a liar now, because that went really quickly, but it's the bit after that takes quite a while. I'm gonna base it with Hook, let them attack, so we can get our ultimate off on time this time. And bang! I'm waiting for, yeah, I was just about to say that. I was dreading the shield. Why does Japard have to be so difficult? Like, I've been really struggling with him on AP Shadow as well. Like, on my main account, I actually haven't been able to do the new AP Shadow. And it's not even the first bit with Kakoli and Japard, it's actually the Kafka side. I don't have a physical DPS that's really good. And Anoxa just isn't cutting it. So I'm hoping, once I get home from vacation, we can pull Saber. And I'll actually be able to, like, do the second side of AB Shadow. Look at that. Look how much health that took from us. But that's another ATJ. And a single pull of nothing. Thankfully, we still have quite a while for Finon, but I don't know if we're gonna go for his weapon. Because if we go for his weapon, they're not healing us? Okay. I mean, fine, but you could have at least healed us. Come on, Hook. Let's carry. There's 3 waves? They could have healed us. Like, goddamn. It's kind of rude, you know. Yeah, we're gonna have to retreat. And, like, yeah, and heal. Anyways, as I was saying, I actually forgot what I was saying now. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. So, we were talking about Saber, and then back from vacation. Finon's weapon. I don't know if we're going to go for Final's weapon, just purely based on the fact that we have a lot of Destruction 5-stars coming out this patch alone. We have Final, Saber, and we have Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade that we all could go for. I don't know if we're going to be able to get them all. It would be some sheer luck if we're going to get every single one of them. But, you know, that is 5 Destruction 5-stars that we could go for and have the opportunity to get just in one patch alone. And then, God forbid, 3.5 comes out with, like, another rerun. Like, imagine if Mighty comes out. Then we would be absolutely screwed.
nothing.
Like, saving just wouldn't exist with this account. But, yeah. Thankfully, healing has saved us a lot here. We're actually able to complete it now that we've healed. Barely, but we did it. But yeah, I'm very, very nervous, especially if we're going to start losing 50-50s, which we never lose 50-50s. It's still an opportunity. I don't want to risk it. And I want to keep this account as free-to-play as possible. I don't really want to... Like, it's the same with my stream account. I really don't want to be spending. Like, I have my main account for characters that I really want to spend on. I'm actually currently saving for Cyrene. I really do hope they bring her out soon. I want to get her light cone and maybe just a couple of eidolons. I really will eventually be pulling for E6. But right now, there's too many bangers coming out, you know what I mean? There's way too many good characters that are coming out. Yeah, this is the bit I was talking about. This bit just takes forever. So I'm gonna come back once we've unlocked that gate. If I can find my button. Jesus Christ. I will be back once I can unlock that gate. I know I said I'd be back once the gate unlocks, but we have just unlocked something absolutely huge. We can now farm for relics. This is amazing. Actually, this is huge. Can we farm for other relics just now? Because if we could look at the best relics for... Yes, we can. We can farm for better relics. Ooh, right. This might not softlock us as much now. I think we go for this set here. Increases physical damage, just given... Well, I would say given both of our teammates, but I don't think so. I think we just need an attack set then. What is this new set? Increases crit damage by 16% when the wearer becomes a target. Helps striking up to 2 times. Increases the wearer's... but it's only for 1 turn. Which set do we want to put on? Because I kind of want to keep everybody on a very similar set just for the start. You know, just to keep it consistent. I think we just go for attack then. Increases attack and then increases the wearer's speed. Dealt by basic? Or do we want to go more bulky? This is actually really difficult. Let's go for... let's just go for the set we're currently using. So I'm gonna quickly grind out some of this. And I shall be back again once the gate is open. I just thought that was really interesting.
Don't be nervous.
That we've actually managed to unlock that. Let's just use Acheron. BRB. We managed to get the gate open, and we are now about to fight the... I think this is one of the first, what is it called? Supreme Guardians, I think Philippa calls them. I could just be talking absolute nonsense. I've also done some relic grinding, so we have a couple of 4-star relics as well. Nothing crazy, we've just been using the same set. I've just made them a bit stronger. So let's see how much damage we're pulling out now. 1.9k isn't bad. I've also got the cats running around in the background, so bear with any noise. Basic attack punishment, so let's E. Boba's loving playing just now. I don't think anybody's got the laser pointer. No, normally they do this when we've got the laser pointer, but the two of them are just fighting in the dark. It's so cute. I love them. You know, they're just causing mischief, although they're sat right here, Milo and Boba, just chilling. We got Boba a few years ago, a year ago. It's because he's 2 years old now. It's like, throws me off. We got Boba a year ago, and honestly, I think he was the best thing we've ever done for Milo. We rescued Boba when he was nearly a year old from a home that I don't want to say they weren't great to him, but the way he reacted, I don't think he had much of a one-to-one loving family.
Looks good.
So we've definitely given him that, and we've noticed such a big improvement with him over the years. Like, ever since he finally got used to us, which took about a year, it was ever since he finally got used to us. This is the first round of Cacolia, but yeah, ever since he finally got used to us, he's just the sweetest cat ever. But he's definitely starting to open up to more people now. Like, it took a long time for him to open up to myself and Serene, but now, like, just recently, it's been Serene's birthday, and we had his family over, and he's never met his family before. And that sounds like Serene's never met his family before. No, Boba has never met Serene's family before. And normally when we have one or two people in the house that he doesn't know, he'll hide behind the sofa. But we had 4 people that he had never met before in our home with their luggage. And they're still fighting. But, like, in our home with, like, their luggage, and he didn't hide once. He actually, was, like, really into getting cuddles and, like, loving on them, and it was, like, such a huge deal for us. Like, we looked really weird going to his family, going, yeah, by the way, this is not normal, like, you should feel, like, really honored. Like, our cat never does this. He hides from everybody. And he was, like, giving them all cuddles, like, demanding attention. And it was just so amazing to see, like, all the progress he had made. It was just amazing.
The architects built this?
Right. Let's go and fight Cacolia. I think that'll be... We are currently upskirting Trailblazer. No, thank you. But I think that's going to be the last thing we do today, is we're going to fight Cacolia. Although fighting her just earlier, I got some flashbacks from AP Shadow, because that was not an easy AP Shadow, I felt. But let's fight Cacolia. For the first out of, like, I think it's 3 times we have to fight her? I'm not actually entirely sure.
It's one of the architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you!
Nice little cutscene. Here she is.
This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog.
It's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog. Well, do you know what? We just kicked Svarog's ass, so we can do it with these guys. I'm gonna use our ultimate here because these two give energy.
Made to be broken.
Bang! And there we go. I think we just use Hook's ult. Yeah, let's just use Hook's ult and we can get her basic. Not her basic, her enhanced skill. So I'm gonna basic with Trailblazer and enhance with Hook. Just to, I want to try and get that weakness break off, but I don't think we're going to. Let's go, Trailblazer. Another good thing for having Destruction Trailblazer is we are forced to have Destruction Trailblazer here. So the fact that she's actually just a permanent member of our team is really, really helpful. Just the fact that, like, she actually does contribute something this time. Instead of the usual, like, you just kind of force her there just to be there. Although it will be a shame when we have to turn her into Preservation for the next fight. With Cacolia. I think it forces us to use Preservation, which is fine. It isn't great, but... Let's go and watch these cutscenes. I just love these cutscenes. Like, they do really well with the cutscenes in this game. And that's why I later on in the game, they tend to, like, calm it down. Like, here, we've got so many cutscenes, it's amazing. But later in the game, they tend to calm it down. And I was saying on stream a while ago, shout out to my stream, but, like, I was saying on stream a while ago that I miss it. Like, a Honkai game to me is, like, loads of beautiful cutscenes, really sad moments and stories that really pull on your heartstrings and make you question a lot of things. Whereas I feel like the Luofu and Penacony, they had the story element, but they didn't have the cutscenes, and I feel like the cutscenes make it. So just, like, watching it here is amazing. And when Amphoria started to pick up with the cutscenes after, I think it was like 3.3, the end of 3.2, 3.3, that's when I was like, yeah, now I feel like I'm playing a Honkai game. Like, to me, this is now just a Honkai game. Like, I loved it so much, and no spoilers for the 3.4 story, but I've already completed it within a couple of hours of it releasing. And it was amazing. And I was actually, normally I feel like doing the story is like a chore. But honestly, it was amazing, and I didn't want it to end. I really didn't. So I was really, I was really glad, because there was cutscenes, and it was so immersive and so amazing, and I just loved it so much. And I hope they continue down this path, not just for Amphorius, because it's a Trailblaze story with Alicia and all of that. Oh, sorry, Cyrene. But, like, I hope they just continue it, like, indefinitely. Like, all of the stories now have these amazing cutscenes. Like, Firefly's outfit. Like, this company has so much money. Like, you look at Firefly's outfit, and I'm sorry, but it isn't that big of a difference. I don't think it's justifiable. I will definitely be getting it, though. I sound a bit contradictory here. I will get it if we get Firefly, and that is my deal, only because I feel it's unlikely we will get Firefly just based on how much things we can pull for. Just this patch alone. So that is my deal. I will buy myself this Firefly skin that doesn't make much of a difference. Only if we get her. But let's have a look at another cutscene. Like, look at this. This is amazing. Rah! Dracolia, your ass is gonna be beat because Klapov has gazed at us. This is our second Eon. We are collecting Eons like they're Pokemon. We're gonna fill up our Pokedex of Eons. This will be amazing. Look, we've defied death again. Second time around. How many times do we defy death? Way too much. I think that's the one thing with our characters. They keep trying to kill us off, and we're just not dying at all. Right, are we gonna be able to fight this quite easily? I think Hook can do this, because we can't really use too much of Trailblazer. I know we're forced to, and it's gonna try and make us change, but we are mainly gonna have to rely on Hook now, because our secondary DPS is now a shielder, but it's fine. Let's go. I'm glad that we've got a fire DPS instead of running like a physical DPS, like if we got just Clara, which I have been thinking about getting Clara, but I'm not too sure. Just given that anything could come out of that companion spirit, and Clara is, you know, we've always got a chance of losing a 50-50 with Clara. So I feel like I'm going to be leaving it until it's absolutely necessary, where I feel like we're so soft locked that we just cannot get Clara, but we just cannot continue without her. That's how I felt earlier when we were doing the Trial of Equilibrium. I felt like if I couldn't continue doing it with what we had, it was genuinely going to be a case of we really needed Clara, but I'm glad I managed to go without, because it was very tempting. I was even talking to Serene halfway through going, I really think I might just need to go for Clara, but I don't know. I'm hoping we get Finon though. Finon would be great, because then we definitely wouldn't need Clara, just given the fact we would have Finon. Right, I'm gonna let her change, and then we're gonna punch her, and then Hook's gonna go in with Diggertron. Ding, 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 ding. Bow! Although Hook is gonna die, we've got a preservation character, and Hook is actually just gonna die, so this isn't really great, but it's fine. I was kind of relying on Hook. I don't think that's gonna work. 53 health. Come on then. Use the lance. Let's go. Not much damage was done there, but Hook can get in. Hook is doing bits though. If Hook just didn't die, or like wouldn't die, this would be fine, because Hook is doing so much damage. I think this is AoE though. Yeah, this is AoE. So we've lost Hook. We're now in prison. We are really not doing great. But let's just base it. We've broke. Okay, that's huge. Never mind. Spoke too soon. She kind of took that from me. She's going to attack again. I think we live. And we're already in prison, so I don't know how much that can do. Yeah, we definitely live. And let's attack with our ult. Does this kill? No, it doesn't kill. That would have been so cinematic if it killed, but it's fine. We have beaten Cocolia. She is now dead, and I think this is one of the final cutscenes for now. Yeah. And then Bronya's gonna do her thing, and we will leave her be. So let's just let her explode. I love how these subtle hints to the destruction though, like, we start off with, like, the destruction has been everywhere so far. Again, no spoilers for nothing, but even the first 3 worlds we've had issues with some sort of destructive force. So I wonder if this is going to be like a whole thing within, like, just the whole story of Honkai Star Rail is us against the destruction of, like, the universe. That's my theory. We've already got Equilibrium Trial 2. Oh no, do we do it? I don't think we do it, you know. I think the last one was too difficult. We just struggled with Cocolia. Yeah, so we can change paths freely. We've got Harmony. We've got Preservation. I love that noise. Just the Harmony path is so goofy. I love it. Right, let's switch to Harmony to get rid of that red button, because that's going to annoy me. That red button really does annoy me. So we now have Harmony Trailblazer on destruction only. That makes sense, doesn't it? Back to destruction. Here we go. Yeah, so I don't think we try Equilibrium Part 2. I won't lie, I'm kind of scared of it. But let's go see Pom Pom. What does Pom Pom have for us? Because we now have level rewards, and I want to see. What do you mean occupied? Pom Pom, you can't be occupied. Hey Mako, I'm talking to Pom Pom. I'm not talking to you. Thank you, Himiko. Can you please stop yamming? Thank you. Pom Pom! Hello! Give me my gifts. So we get fuel. Oh, and we get an Eidolon. Huge. I don't even know which Eidolon we're on. Is this E5? E5.
Choice isn't as elusive as it
And
may
E6 means Trailblazer's talent is also triggered when they defeat an enemy. What is our talent? Every time this unit breaks an enemy target, attack increases by 14%. Peak. Okay, right, this is good. We should soon be able to do Echo of War as well, which will be good, because then we can start getting the other traces. So regenerate energy and restores HP. Ooh, when her talent is triggered. Ooh, that is really good. Hook's actually going to be somewhat self-sustainable. That is actually kind of huge. Like, I can't even, like, explain how huge that is. Anything we can do? Can we pull for final? We are nearly at 50 pulls, by the way. This is like our 42nd pull, I think. Like, it is pretty close. But let's try Forgotten Hall.
Do you want to enter the...
Let's see if we can do it. You know, let's push our luck. End of the episode. Ice damage. Right, now I'm scared. But let's... End of the episode. Let's push our luck. If we fail Forgotten Hall, then we just end it on a loss. But I think I believe in us. I think we'll do fine. Bang! Look at that. We've already pretty much won. We are just so good at this game. We're just amazing at this game. Here we go. Trailblazer and target you down. Again, this is what I was saying, I think, earlier. I don't know if it's this episode or the last episode, but if it doesn't have the weakness that we currently are working with of either physical or, like, fire, I feel like the fight is just unnecessarily hard. But if they do, then it's just too easy. It's like we can't really... There's no, like, sweet spot in between. It's either really, really difficult or just, like, really, really easy. But I think... This is Hook's bit is doing Hook's DOT is kind of doing this, so that is huge damage on that ult though. I keep saying though, it's kind of actually annoying me as well. But with Hook, let it burn, let it burn. Can we afford having a downed character? We can have no more than one downed character. Trailblazer's definitely dead with that bleed. 400 damage of bleed. Did you see that? 400 damage of bleed? What was that? I think Hook's got this though. I don't think Hook's gonna die to the bleed. Yeah. Oh, if we had the skill point. No, no way. No way Hook dies to this. Right, nah. I'm rage quitting. See you later.